All right, Cliff, you know what time it is. TaylorMade M2 2016, carbon crown. What do we got?
I'll tell you what, the black and white, when that came out, people were like, I don't know about that. But once they hit it, they were like, this is the club I'm playing. And it's been popular. When we are fitting people with new clubs, we go back there to take a look at this because it carried a lot of speed and produced very good results.
I'm Andrew Tursky, head of tour content for GolfWRX.com. Before every PGA Tour event, I go out to talk to the players about what clubs they have in the bag and why. For the most part, they're playing either high-end custom clubs or the newest possible products. But not all the clubs are new or custom. Sometimes they're playing with used clubs that are actually available to you for a high value. They're about 5 to 10 years old, sometimes even older. I call these clubs the modern classic. All right, so we got the TaylorMade M2 2016. This is probably one everyone's waiting to see me hit, to see how it stands up against modern technology. Justin Rose actually just switched back into the M2 2016. Now, where do I start technology-wise? Because you can take a look at it. This is from 2016. It's got a carbon fiber crown. It's also comboed up with the TaylorMade white crown that was so popular with drivers like the R series, and then you had the rocket balls. It just pops right when you put it down, frames the ball really nicely, looks like it has that modern speed, and it holds up with forgiveness as well. This felt awesome off the face. This felt softer than my current driver, which I tested against. It was also killing spin almost better than my low spin modern driver. It looked great, it felt great. I mean, what do you say about this club? It's almost as good as everything else on the modern market, and it's 6 years old, is listed for $196. $196. I don't know math too well, but that's what, like a third of the price of what you can get modern drivers for. Now, the only thing it does not have is twist face. All of the modern drivers from TaylorMade, like the Sim 2, Stealth, they're gonna have that twist face technology, which is basically a little more curvature on the toe, a little more curvature on the heel to kind of bring that dispersion back more towards the center. So I would say with this, you can turn it over a little bit more or fade it, depending on which way you want to work the ball. For me, I found that I was able to turn it over a little bit, but it was still killing spin and that ball speed. Cliff, coming off my shots with the M2 2016, I feel like it might have a chance of going in the bag. Legitimately. It felt great, it looks fast and modern. It felt like it was really fast and forgiving. Is that what the numbers are telling you?
The numbers are saying exactly that. What we see with this and what made this such a popular driver when it first came out is you could play a little more loft on this driver for control, yet keep your spin down. And when you look at the numbers here, your speeds are great. You're still up in that 168, 169 range. Your launches are a little lower than they were with the previous club, and your spins were lower, which gave you the potential for significantly more distance. So when I'm looking at that, you can play a 9.5 in this, and it's forgiving, it's a good trajectory, and you can keep the spin down, where in other drivers you might have to drop down to a 7.5 or an 8 to achieve those spin rates, and then it gets a little squirrely. So I like that club for you because it gives you a window that you like to look into based on the launch and spin. So that M2 was definitely a secret weapon at the time.
I was really surprised that the spin numbers were as low as they were, being that this was kind of the more forgiving of the two when it came out. There was the M1, then this is the more forgiving M2 with the weight back. I thought I was going to be launching it way too high with too much spin.
Not at all.
Maybe the speed was going to be good. I was pleasantly surprised with this.
It was fantastic, and right now the potential for the most distance and pretty darn accurate also.
I know, it's got potential to beat my gamer. That's nuts. Doing the Modern Classic series, you don't think you're actually gonna beat the gamer, but this could have a shot.
It was great when it first came out, and it still is.
I'm taking it out to the course. Modern Classic time. We had to go 9.8 on this. The only knock that I had is, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, durability issues with the paint job. It's white and underneath is titanium, so you're gonna see a little black peeking through. If you chip that white paint, invest in the head cover. That's the only thing I say. 9.8 definitely still holds up, no joke. I might be testing this to get in my bag right now.